What's up, you guys? This is your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we're going to cover how often do you have to stay past your scheduled hours as an X-ray tech at the hospital. So to give you context, I am a night shift tech. I work 7 on, 7 off. Been doing it for 4 years. Work a lot of overtime, so I do dabble in day shift a lot. So I'm in both worlds. So to give you context from my side, typically day shift are more notorious for coming in late and leaving early. Almost everywhere I've seen as a student, that's kind of what happens. And a part of me understands because there's a lot more traffic, and usually what tends to happen is most people have kids, have other stuff. So like with school, traffic and all that stuff. And then there's other people who don't have kids, don't have nothing. They just aren't a morning person. So they take a little bit longer, and then they can't find parking and the ship. There's a lot of variables from them. They're leaving their house all the way to work. That causes them to like be more notorious. So when they do that, what tends to happen is in the ER, you have to have a tech. At least one of us has to stay there and hold down the fort until someone else comes in. And usually, like, there has to be 2 day shift techs to come in to replace like one night shift can just hold it down by himself. Because day shift, they technically will get slammed more compared to night shift, so it's more doable just to hold out, like send one of the nights off. So what tends to happen, I'll typically, most times, it's not that bad, 5 minutes. One time it was like really bad, but it was like mostly during the weather, or there was some kind of traffic issue or someone's car or something. It was like 30 minutes late, but that's like situational. But usually it's like 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, the regular. It all depends who works and all like that. And the same thing, vice versa. When I come in for night shift, I typically get there 5 minutes earlier because I always know that when you work day shift, by the end of your like work, like you're really tired, you just want to go home. You're tired of like just being there and dealing with stuff. So typically I'll get there earlier and I'll set up all my stuff, and they usually leave a few minutes early, which doesn't bother me because I'm there. I'll take over. But that's kind of what happens. It's easier for me to get their work earlier because it's like a 3-minute drive to work, and there's like no traffic, and it's like basically dead. So it's like different situation. So yeah, occasionally if your manager, sometimes if your regular crew doesn't get there and you have to leave early for some reason, sometimes like the upper management can step in and you'd be like, as long as you let them know what time, like, hey, so-and-so's happening, I need to go, da-da-da. And sometimes they'll come in and hold down the fort and stuff like that. And then occasionally, let's say it's mostly day shift. If you work the 8 to 4:30 shift, or like the shorter shift, not the 12-hour shift, and if you're on call and you were just scheduled to work 8 to 4:30 that day, and like something happens and you have to stay in, you may have to work like the 12s. Or if like something happened to one of your techs, maybe emergency or the kid's sick or something, they may ask you to who can stay in late. But that'll be kind of an optional if you want to. If not, they'll probably like call in the on-call tech. That's what we have. And that's kind of about the most amount of time you'll probably spend extra at work. Or occasionally we'll have, every couple of months we'll have what we call the meetings. So what the meetings are is like they'll put it to where it laps between both shifts, like the shift change, and there'll be like a little maybe 20-30 minute meeting. So that will happen sometimes. And yeah, that's about it. And see you on the next one.